Winter 2022. Clara, an American mystery novelist, moved with her husband Samuel, a surrealist painter, and their 7-year-old son Leon to the remote Bergfrost Hotel, nestled deep within the Swiss Alps. They had accepted an offer from a travel agency to take care of the historic hotel during its 3-month winter closure due to heavy snowfall. From the moment their snowmobile stopped in front of the rusted iron gate, Clara felt a creeping unease. The hotel loomed like a ghost in the snow, massive, brooding, its mossy facade lined with hundreds of dark, empty windows that resembled slumbering eyes. The old caretaker, Klaus, handed them the keys and left almost immediately, offering only a chilling warning. Never go into the attic. That door must always remain locked. Then he turned and left without another word, as if fleeing from something unseen. Inside, the hotel was more tomb than retreat. Heavy antique furniture, musty air, and a metallic scent filled the halls. Dim wall sconces lit narrow, endless corridors. Portraits hung on every wall, all staring blankly at whoever passed. That first night, Clara couldn't sleep. She kept hearing creaking noises above their room, like someone dragging furniture. When she stepped into the hallway, it was pitch black, except for a lone oil lamp at the top of the staircase. A lamp they hadn't seen earlier that day. Leon began acting strangely. Just days in, he spoke of an imaginary friend named Otto, who he claimed lived in the basement. When Clara asked who Otto was, Leon only smiled. Otto used to be a person, but not anymore. Mommy, don't go into the basement unless Otto says you can. At first, Clara thought it was the stress of the new environment, but then things escalated. One night she checked the hallway camera feed. Most of it was grainy and empty until one frame captured Leon playing with a short, hazy figure beside him. They both turned toward the lens, but the figure had no eyes. Each morning they found their bedroom door slightly ajar, even though Clara swore she locked it. The floor was damp, as if someone had come in from the snow. Snowfall isolated them completely. No way out, no communication. Electricity remained, but the phones were dead. The internet, gone. Clara began to feel like they'd entered another world, one with only 3 people, and something whispering in the dark. Samuel grew silent, withdrawn. He painted obsessively, and his work became increasingly disturbing. Endless spiral corridors, eyeless faces, a crimson door with messy German words. Bleib nicht stehen, do not stand still. Clara began having the same dream each night. She stood before an ancient mirror in a strange room. But the reflection wasn't hers. It was a woman in a blood-stained white gown, head tilted unnaturally, eyes wide open. The woman in the mirror whispered in Old German, "Du bist schon hier gehopsen." You've been here before. Each morning, Clara woke with new bruises on her wrists, as though someone had gripped her tightly while she slept. One afternoon, Leon vanished. Clara heard his giggle echoing from the basement. She rushed down to find him standing before a chained door. Without turning, he whispered, "Otto's teaching me how to hide in the walls, Mommy. Don't interrupt." That night, Clara opened the hotel's ancient guestbook. One entry from 1932 read, "Manager Jakob disappeared with wife and son. Last person to see them said Jakob heard voices in the walls. The walls were whispering." Clara knew she had to learn more. She broke into room 207, locked since they arrived. Dust covered everything, but someone had recently been there. A warm teacup, a towel loosely hanging from the rack. On the desk lay a black leather journal, moldy and ancient. The first page read, This hotel is not for living. It's a gateway. When the snow falls, the gate opens, and they come out. The journal chronicled a secret psychiatric project. Doctors had once used Bergfrost as an experimental asylum. Patients were subjected to extreme isolation, no light, no sound. Eventually, they began talking to the voices in the walls. Then, they vanished. Another entry read, "I see them in the mirror. They don't reflect like me. They're waiting for me to blink." Samuel spiraled. He scrolled across their bedroom wall. "I'm not myself anymore. They're inside me." Clara tried to bring him back. He shoved her away and laughed, but it wasn't his laugh. Leon cried, saying Otto would be angry if they left. Again, this time, the three of them were inside a painting hanging in the hotel lobby. None had eyes. At dawn, Clara grabbed Leon and tried to escape, but all the doors were buried under snow. She ran to the kitchen's back exit, only to see that outside the window was no longer the forest. It was a hallway, the same hallway inside the hotel, stretching endlessly, looping back on itself. Clara turned to a mirror and saw herself, but her reflection smiled, though she didn't. Then a pale hand touched her shoulder. From inside the glass, the piano began to play upstairs. Samuel appeared, now dressed as the 1927 hotel manager. He spoke in a chilling voice. "Clara, you understand now, don't you? We're not the first, and we won't be the last." Leon was pulled into a painting on the wall. Clara lunged. Then everything went black. She awoke in the lounge. Samuel poured tea. Leon smiled. Everything seemed normal, but on the table was the black leather journal, and on the wall, a new painting. A family of three, all eyeless. Outside, Bergfrost stood still, cloaked in white silence. But if you look closely at the painting in the main hall, you'll see Clara, Samuel, and Leon staring back, waiting for the next guest. Bergfrost doesn't devour, it keeps forever.